Hello, good morning, and you're welcome to today's live on Echo Television International. Today, we all know that we are in the Christmas season, yes, and then excitement, happiness, and everything is still in the air. I'm sure you're still celebrating at your own end, just like we are doing here in the studio with the whole squad on ground. So today we're looking at this very important topic that relates to the season that we are in. Manipulating your partner for the season. Manipulating your partner for the season. We all know that this is a point in time where expectations are high, they are rising. You want to do a lot of things at the same time. Basically, things you can do and the ones that you cannot even do, and you know that you can't do it. But because we want to eat our cake and have it, we want to do everything, we want to have everything, we want to impress people that don't even mean anything to us, we want to impress people that don't even matter. We want to do everything at the same time, knowing fully well that your partner might not be interested in whatsoever it is you're doing, but you want to find the way, you want to manipulate him, you want to have control over whatever it is you have in your mind to do. And today we are here to discuss this, manipulating your partner for the season. I have engineer Tony J. Nakali with me, I have Joyce Jakada and Solomon Sambu. Good morning.
Good morning.
I started with you today. I
Is
didn't
there
start
any
with
day that
Joyce.
they don't start with you? No, tell me the day that they don't start
Well,
with
I'm
you.
looking at it directly, so it is only right that I start with you.
Okay. I'm happy to be here.
Welcome, sir.
You are not greeting our crew, our cast, our crew.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Wow. The only time you appear is in the white shirt. Wait and see.
Joyce, Merry Christmas.
Same
Woo!
to you. Yeah,
This
I know.
hair,
I
oh
know.
my God. Ah.
You think the Christmas is all about you?
Jamima, you look beautiful today.
Thank you so much, sir. Solomon Sambo, you're welcome.
Expensive.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Somebody I used to see this in film.
Today is really
Live. See it.
okay.
Looking gorgeous.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Thank you. Good morning. You're welcome.
Your smile
today-
just changed. It brightened up the whole room.
Thank you, sir. So we're looking at
Okay, your husband is
the-
in town.
Yes, sir. He's around.
Wow. Okay. His money is showing on today's life. Kudos wherever you are, sir.
Thank you on his behalf.
Okay. Well.
Okay, so we're looking at
I hope you did
Manu.
not manipulate him, Ja.
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. Manipulating your partner for the season. Yes, so that's what we're talking about. Let's go all in. Manipulating your partner
Oh, that's
for
our partner.
the season. It can be relationship, it can be marriage. We are all
We are
involved
waiting
in
for the
this.
honors
Like,
of partners. They will start.
wow.
We will do breathing competition in this show today.
The time starts now.
So like I said earlier, right? A lot of times what you're doing
Because we are not saying anything, you are just trying
Yeah,
to.
myself.
Okay, say something. Say something.
probably to give you,
You have 55 minutes.
To tell us how you are manipulating your partner.
Jamima,
oh my God, yes sir.
if someone manipulates somebody said that they love, are they really in love with such a one?
No.
So why would you manipulate?
Probably you want to have an edge.
Looking at the season, because manipulation is playing a very key role right now.
True.
Whether it's your partner,
Or
whether it's today's Wednesday, so we're talking about relationship always on today's live every
Yes.
Wednesday. But as it has to do with the Christmas season, when you have somebody you are related to, is Christmas worth manipulating, or is Christmas a reason that it's worth manipulating a partner? If you manipulate someone, are you in love with the person?
no, I wouldn't say you're in
What
love.
does the Bible say about the sin of manipulation? It says it's worse than witchcraft.
Mm,
So if you try to manipulate someone into believing who you are that you're really not, is witchcraft. It's even worse than it. So
True.
I think if you are in love with someone, there's no point manipulating the person because you love the person. There's no point. Hey, I need this. Can you do it for me? I can't. Okay, it's fine.
I think where this manipulation comes into play is the fact that you know that your partner won't even allow that.
That's
He
the
won't
reason why they are
agree. So
manipulating
you want to go around just to have.
For you to know that he would not agree means either you're asking for a wrong thing, or what is not right, or you are asking for something that's beyond his budget.
Yes.
So why would you even do that? If you have sense, why wouldn't you just stay quiet?
Probably greed.
I
I would
think
say.
that manipulation in every form,
Yeah.
season or out of season,
She's
is-
speaking.
is a sin. Is a sin, and nobody should be found manipulating, especially the one you say you love, or the one that you are with because you love.
He's watching.
So, manipulation in any form is a sin. So
The
people,
lady is watching this show.
I don't even know who is the laddie.
Is it that Lami or that lady?
This Jemima and Kai. Well, we'll settle after
There
the
is
show.
D.
But
The lady, the Lami. That's a bit. He's watching. He's watching.
I don't even know what they're talking
Lele.
about. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Queen of manipulation, right on.
I can never be manipulated. Not even on this set. I cannot be well guided.
Oh God, do I not love Joyce on this show?
I love her too.
she gets the most stroke. Sometimes she cries internally.
No, I'm always with you.
You are who? You like this, you are here, tomorrow you are there.
Me?
I'm
No,
not
no,
chopping any no.
we're on the
Not-
same
not
boat.
you cannot. Both of you. So you see,
Okay.
manipulation is you can liken it to deceiving somebody. You can liken it to just lying to somebody, making someone believe something that is not true, just because you want to have control over the person. And a lot of people that engage in manipulating, they just want to exact control, like something that ordinarily you know will not come out or will not happen, but the best way you think you can do is just let me just lie, let me just deceive, let me just manipulate. Some people go as far as even blackmailing you, guilt tripping you, and you're talking about partner, like manipulating your partner. There are people that go to the extent of using their children to blackmail or to manipulate their partners. Do you not know that there are even mothers that lie, that say that the children use sickness just so that they can manipulate their partners? Like for them, that's just the best way for them to get that control or to have access to whatever they want. But like I said earlier on, in every sense, it is wrong. And let's not just think that manipulation comes only from the women. It's the Christmas season, and when it's Christmas season, when you talk about clothes, the food, everything in the house, who prepares it, make sure the table is set, it's always the women. And so when you look at the season, it's more like, oh, the wives are manipulating the husbands to get whatever they want, whether he has or not. They do not care. What they want is just bring this, and if they know you will not just bring, they say all manner of things just to get whatever they want to. And it doesn't just come from the women. The men too also manipulate. There are instances where the men manipulate their wives so they can have control over them. They use emotions, they use different kind of excuses just to manipulate them. Oh, I don't have. But what stops you from planning for that? Like, not just planning for Christmas, but making sure that everything is in place. I would like to look at the reason why people manipulate. Let me use the wife as an instance here. Why would your wife have to manipulate you for you to provide food in the house? Like, why get to that point that she has to?
Because she's always cursing after eating your food.
Like, why will it get to that point that she has to lie for you to bring money, that she has to lie for you to bring food,
Her character, her
that
attitude.
she has to lie for you to buy her wrapper?
She's a bad person.
You see, there are women that
Instant answers.
there are men. There are men that the last time they bought wrappers for their wives is when they
were
asked them
getting
to
married.
put it in the box.
Yeah.
That was the last time. And she needs a change
you
of
sure?
wear.
Yes.
There are men. There are
Their
men.
names. Their names.
There are men out
Their
there.
names. Their names.
I wouldn't
No.
mention names but there are men.
So
that-
you know them. Eh?
there are men.
You
out
know
there.
them. You know them. Yes, I know them. One is in Angwantafa. One is in Angwandoya.
Yes, I know that there are men out there that
Yeah,
the
count
last
them.
time they bought wrappers for their
Count
wives is
them.
when they asked them they should put 5 wrappers in the box. There are men that the last time that they say, oh, you need to change your hair or you need to wash your hair, they cannot even remember that. There are men that the last time they bought anything, gift or shoes or anything for their wife, they can't even remember the last time they did that for their wives. So some of these women have needs. And I'm not giving an excuse because wrong is wrong. There's no excuse for failure.
True.
But you see, for some of these women, they think, okay, the best way for me to do, oh, Christmas is here. So let me tell him that the bag of rice is 30,000 or 80,000 instead of 70,000.
Don't
then-
women do that regularly? Do you think women don't do that regularly?
Not all women. Not all
Not
women. There are
So
women
there-
that
there-
do
there-
that.
there
but
are-
there are women that
There is
don't.
no one single woman who has pinched off money to do something, even if it's 100 naira or 200.
No, we can't rule out that 100% of women do that. No, because there are women that instead add up. They tell their husband, just bring what you have.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about when there's plenty.
Mm.
And
Okay.
you are giving.
It's not like pinching it to keep to themselves.
Jemima, have
They
you
might-
ever like taken 200 to buy the charge card or something from house upkeep money or something?
Yes.
What is that called? We have a T for
Well,
the
I
set.
needed
We have
to
a
buy
T for
the
the
recharge
set.
card to call the husband.
Hey! Your father is watching this show. I'm sure
we
he's
need
proud
to-
of
you
you.
need to put
No,
it straight.
yeah,
You
it's
need to
put it
impressive.
straight.
No, this one is not straight.
We have a T for set.
Tip from food money. So you see, for some
So
women,
Joyce, all
I
this
want to
money
talk
that
about-
I've been giving you to share to people, to enter transport, to do this one.
it's not. How will I pinch from money?
It
that
has
is
been
not mine?
chuck
When,
chuck.
like,
Were you giving the money yesterday?
No.
Were you giving money yesterday?
who gave who money?
See,
I
why
I
you?
didn't
Why,
receive
who
any
asked
money
you?
from
Who asked you?
anywhere.
Who asked you?
He didn't say the judge give you money.
I said,
yesterday.
did you receive?
Did you receive?
Don't worry. After the show, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Letters will fly.
So you see, okay, let me just talk about this angle that there are women out there that when they go out to the market, some days back we were talking about how they price things. Now the woman, by her nature, she thinks ahead. The man just, okay, he's just the men are okay. Speak for us. Let me hear what you have to say. But you see, this is what he has, and he can just spend everything at the moment. The woman is thinking of tomorrow. So you can just give the wife, okay, take this 2,000, just use it and buy this, so that people can just have dinner or something, or buy bread. And she's thinking 2,000 to buy bread. Can we not buy bread 1,000 and buy sugar so that tomorrow, when we are making pap, we can have? Can we not just buy bread, since we're just 3? Can we not buy bread of 1,000 and then save the 1,000? You know, men easily forget. When you give money, you are thinking, okay, she's cutting from the money. But when you don't have, at the point that you don't have, you forget that it is the wife you still go back to, or it is the wife that will not end up telling you, take
Are
this
you
one,
divorced?
use it. I'm not
How
divorced.
do you know these things?
Kabwafili.
So I have single people that are married and I'm not aware. Wow.
Interesting.
So see, we can't rule out that when she decides to save the 1,000 naira so that tomorrow she can buy sugar, or she decides to buy sugar out of it, or she decides to save it in the account when for days that the rainy days, or the days that there's none for the bread, to buy the bread. We can't call that manipulation.
So do women manipulate men?
There are women that do that.
It's
How
a
many of
two-way
them
thing.
compared to men that manipulate women?
Men manipulate women more than.
Okay, give us instances. Are you of the same school of thought as?
I think it's a two-way thing.
No. The question is straight. Are you in the same school of thought as her?
That women manipulate more than that men
Yeah.
manipulate more than women. I feel it's equal.
You feel it's equal.
Yes.
You always want to be safe. Jemima, you always want to be safe.
No, I think it's equal. The same way men manipulate women is the same way women
So who
manipulate.
does it more?
Both of them do the same thing.
Both of them do it more.
Both of them are doing the same thing. we can't really say these ones are 70%, these ones
So
are
no, who
30%.
does manipulation more? Okay.
Oh wow.
So the debate now is between you and Joyce. Because if I make my point now, it's 2 to beat 1.
Mm.
You understand? You are of a slightly different opinion from them. She said men manipulate more women. So if I say my own now, I'll be termed. I'll be termed. I don't want to be looked at as a misogynical person. I don't want to be seen that way. But in my opinion, women do it more. Because now times have changed. And the competition out there is more on you than it is on us. You want to wear this, you want to look this way, you want to, even the married women, even the single girls, you just want to look alike. By alike, I mean, wow, if I were a lady, I would have been busy analyzing what kind of hair is on Jemima's head, what kind of hair is on Joyce's head. I don't have both of them. And I've seen this in a taxi, I've seen this on this, I've seen this. That means I need to get it. And you forget your means of living.
Yeah.
You forget your threshold of spending. That time, all of these things are kept behind or beside. I'm looking up to this hair, I'm looking up to that hair, and until I get it, I don't feel fulfilled. You see, there is a demand that manipulation places on whoever wants to have things that they are not up to having. By the time, and this is to explain that point, by the time you finally get that hair, after many days of hustle, something new is out. Something new is out. So you have that, they'll be like, your wig is fine, but do you know the one that is raining now? So how do you how do you want to keep up with trends as they unfold?
So you see, it means that if you are that kind of person, there is an expiring date. Because every day new things are coming out. Except if the person you're manipulating is not wise.
Is every woman dreaming to be beautiful every day?
So except
is a question.
Dreaming to be beautiful.
Do you wake up putting efforts to constantly remain beautiful?
Every woman should do that.
So why should it expire?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that
the trends will not. The trend will expire because they are trends. But your decision to keep up that beauty will not expire because the decision.
No, the expiration
is
I'm talking
lifelong.
about is the person you're manipulating.
Mostly people manipulate because of the things of this world. What else?
Okay, so the person that I'm lying or deceiving, except if the person is foolish, but you should be able to code that I lied to you today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. Since every day I desire to be beautiful.
Joyce,
you should
who
come
told
to a
you
point.
that she is deceiving one person?
She's married to one person, so
that is you see, that's where you get it wrong. That is why I said people go all out to get what they want, regardless of the means. When people want something, they don't care about the means. They go all out for it.
People with multiple partners.
Do they care? Haven't you heard married women saying, this my ex is nice, so he doesn't even ask for my body, he doesn't even ask for this. He just keeps giving me. You are married and you go back to your ex. Recently, I was invited to talk to people, right? And I went, there were a bunch of young people. And then they were talking about their exes and all of that. And then, I said, look, if you have an ex, because one of them asked me a question. She said, sir, if I have an ex and he wants to meet me and I'm married now, and I meet him, we didn't do anything, is it wrong? I said, it's not wrong, but you cheated. She said, no, we didn't do anything. I said, yes, you cheated. Why are you thinking cheating must be sexual? Okay, are you proud telling your husband you met James? If James is his name. You are not. So why would you do it? So one of them now asked me a question. He said he's married and then for 2 years no job, and then he saw vacancy and he applied, and then they called him for interview, and it happened to be his girlfriend, his ex, that is the owner of the company. That should he take the job or he should leave it? And then my advice was, don't take it. He was like, no sir, no sir. I said, okay, if your wife got a job and her ex is the boss, will you let her go? He said that one is different, that he is the boss. So I said, you see, the thing is, you might decide you don't want to do stuff, right? It's a decision between both of you. But there's a decision that I'm taking, that there's a decision you are taking, and there's decision that nature is taking on our behalf. Nature begins to suggest, wow, she never looked this good. Wow, she never smelled this good. Wow, she never revealed less of her body like this. And you start thinking, I've made a decision not to go back. But before you know it, you book an appointment for what is unbelievable. So what do? When you start anything like that, you begin to manipulate your partner to believe that you are living well, even without being asked.
Yes.
Why? Because unnecessarily you start behaving yourself. Anywhere your husband or wife is, when you are doing stuff, your phone rings, you are in a hurry to pick it so that number will not come, because they know the person. The number would not come, and you wouldn't want anybody to find out it's your ex you are talking to. So every form of manipulation starts playing a key role in your marriage or in your relationship, and you don't know. So the best part is to avoid things that will make you manipulate. If you can do that, rather than trying to fight the strength that comes from manipulation, if you can do that, you have dealt with a lot of things. Why do you think people gym? They don't have a war to go to. But let there be a competition of lifting something from one place to the other. You see, the importance of that gym comes to play. Why would the Bible say that? Why would the Bible say that those who faint in the day of adversity, that their strength is what? Is small.
You know, when you talk about manipulation,
So you must gather it so that you don't have reasons to manipulate.
it's the season of Christmas, and whether we like it or not, like when you talk about manipulation, it's everywhere.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm not. This is not an argument, but then everybody wants
What
to
did I
get.
say?
We didn't say that it's not existing, so it's out
That's
there.
not what I said. You didn't say they are not doing it. That's what I said.
It's out there, and then people just want whatever they want. They just want it at their disposal.
Exactly the point I made earlier before this last.
They just want it at their disposal. And we live in a time where fake life is like the in thing. So you see somebody eating food of 200,000 when that's what is in his account. You see somebody living in a house that his 10-month salary cannot even pay. So in a bid to meet up with all this competition, people try to manipulate their way out there. It's even beyond partners, even though we're restricting our discussion to partners. And that's why you find out people go extra mile. You're married, but you don't just manipulate your partner. You go out there, manipulate. Some people, they go back to their exes. Some people have other affairs outside or other relationship out there. And for you to keep those relationships, you have to manipulate those people for them to believe you. And why I said that, for me, I think the men manipulate more is because by their nature, they are created to head, to lead, to be at the forefront. Earlier on, I was saying, why do you have to wait for a season like this that your wife will have to manipulate you to get certain things? If, as the provider, everything is made available, like throughout the year, why she has what she needs to wear, she has the food to eat, the children have what they need, why would she want to manipulate you so that she can save something to go and buy something? If
there
you
was
have
this,
played the role of providing, then when it is not available, your wife should understand that it is not available. But when you don't do it all along and you still want to maintain that position of being the head, or you still want to exact control, and then she's resisting, like I said, I'm not giving an excuse for anybody's failure or bad behaviors. But if you play your responsibility, I've seen women that have even helped when their husbands are like at a point where their husbands don't have. Don't worry. They say, oh, daddy, don't worry. Whatever name they call their husbands, don't worry. I have this in my savings account, or I have this saved. There are women that have paid rent. There are women that have bought land that their house are currently built before telling their husbands that I actually saved this money and I bought this. There are women that their husband, while they are thinking, oh, we need to buy food, it's end of the year, and they will say, I've sent money to so person to get us back of rice. But why? Because they know that when the husband have, he usually provides. But at this point that probably he lost his job, like, why should the woman be all out for you to bend? You must do this. It's Christmas. You must do this. When she knows that you're out of job, or when she knows that you don't have, or when she knows that the pressure on you, maybe from family, from work, like you have a lot of things to deal with, or you have a project that you're working on, and then she's bent on you must do this, trying to exert control, manipulate you. Like, why should she do that?
I don't think when it comes with
I
like
wish I can interrupt you.
okay.
If you can remember the point that you are going
Please
to
go
make.
ahead. Please go ahead.
Let us define what manipulation is.
Trying to have control. Trying to be in control. Having power over someone. Basically. Being able to say, oh, do this, do that. Just being in control. Basically.
What happened to convincing you to believing otherwise? What is that?
Manipulation. You're being in control
That's,
of
I
the
think that
person's
is
thoughts.
I think the barest form of defining it.
Mm.
You trick me
Mm.
into believing something that is not true.
That is not true.
That's manipulation.
Yes, you
Um,
trick me into believing something that is not true. A friend of mine had to move his family from Jos to Abuja because of how his wife manipulates him.
Mm.
They left Jos. They left. I don't even think right now they're together.
Mm.
Well, I can say it because he has said it on radio several times, and she has said it. She has even posted some of the things on Facebook. So it's not news. It's not like I'm exposing them. What happened? Solo is my friend, right? Very good example. Solo is my friend. And then Jemima, you are a guy. You are Solo's younger brother. And I am Solo's friend. And I'm married to Joyce. Joyce was your ex. I didn't know. He didn't know that you had something together. And one day, I saw Joyce going to your house. So I stopped my car and spoke to Joyce. Asked her out. No phones then. Asked her out. She said, well, she has a relationship. So I left her. But we kept seeing. So you guys broke up. After the breakup, Joyce started looking for me. She didn't tell me she loved me back or anything, but she started becoming friendly. You know, there is a way ladies show availability for different things, you know. So I found out like she was willing to, because she saw that I was aging and I was getting ready to settle down, as they call it. So she was like, are you in a relationship? No. As a matter of fact, ever since I toasted you, I never toasted any lady. Are you serious? Yes. Why? Well, looking for relationships is difficult, blah, 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 blah. So I think that I should just relax, let it come naturally. Well, it has come. And then we started working things out. Things were working out for me. We got married. I got Joyce a car. I had 2 already. I got her a car. 1 child. 2 childs. 3 childses. And what's funny, do you know the person I'm talking about? Solo, before we started this show, you were sitting here. She begged you that she wants to sit close to. It's okay.
She left me.
Do you know what? Jemima, do you know what? When things started stopping for me, she started going back to you. And then my guy started noticing that, this lady is coming to see my younger brother. What's happening?
And she's married to my friend.
Yes. So one day he asked you, he said, what? Then you told him, I tried to let her know, I can't do this. She keeps telling me that Tony is like this. They go a month without food. She gets this. So she keeps getting money from your younger brother to tell him that I'm bringing. And the things that were stopping for me is not like I was stark broke. I was paying fees. I was never owing. I was feeding them. I was never owing for food. But I was not getting the millions like I was getting.
Like before.
But I was getting hundreds of thousands. We were living, but it was not like I was poor. No. Not like before though. So she started coming back to you. 50K. 100K. 30K. So they slept together. You people slept together 3 times while she was married to me. So Solo now asks you, guy, you are my brother. Just tell me what's been happening. Because, man, Cousin Tony, mad guy. That's why he told him. If he comes after you, he's quiet, but if he comes, you will not like what is going to happen. Just tell me so that I will find a way of killing this thing now. And so he told him. He said the first time she paid for the hotel and called him to meet her. So they met. It happened. The second time, it happened again. The third time, it was in his place. We're talking today's life. And these are things that are happening. While she's married to me, telling me I love you every day, even encouraging me on how to hustle hard, not to give up, she was doing nasty with you. So Solo now told me that he wants me to escort him to Lagos. So he bought our tickets. And then we went. And he started telling me, look, your wife and my younger brother, you know he was her ex. I didn't know. You didn't tell me. Yes, because it was after you got married that I found out. And this thing I'm telling you is like 2 months ago that I found out they had something. It was like, well, that's the past now. Everybody has a past. He said, that's not all. While you are married, my brother did this with your wife 3 times. He said, if you had told me this, he swore, he said, if you had told me this on plane, I would have jumped off the plane. Say, now, how can you go and face his wife? So he now said, I didn't bring you to Lagos for any job. I brought you here so that we can fast and pray. 2 of them are not Christians that fast and pray. And I know them very well. So they fasted, they prayed, and then 3 days later they came back. From where strength came, I don't know. He told his wife, I know what you have been doing with this guy, but I've forgiven you. But how much have you collected from him? Almost 5 million. Yes. Almost 5 million. He was in government. He was not, he didn't have a political appointment or anything, but he was doing huge contracts with government. 100,000, 50,000, 30,000, 200,000, blah, 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 like that. He's been giving her money. But you know what? She kept calm while they were in the same house and the husband didn't know. Is that not manipulation? That is the point that I'm trying for us to understand. Manipulation is not when you go all out loud and try to deceive everybody and do this. No. Some people can be very quiet, and in their quietness lie that strong spirit of manipulation. So look at that story now. If this guy, if not, maybe that prayer and fasting worked for them, I don't know. But how can you think of that? Not coming back to this town and say, look, madam, it's over between us. So he got a house, moved everybody to Abuja. His children are schooling there. She's there. But I think once in a while they still have these issues. He's not trusting her. It's not this, not that, and all that. So just think about life that way. How the extent to which people can go. Am I saying men are free of such? No. It's just that we as men, if the story was the other way around, that the husband was cheating, the friend would not tell. I'm just thinking. It's difficult for a man to go and meet, even though there are men that do that, to go and meet his friend's wife.
Isn't that manipulation?
It is.
See the wife and be saying our wife, or see the lady that they're about to marry and be saying, oh, our wife, when they know that the guy is having something to do with
It
another
is. I'm not. That's why I said I don't want to say. I don't want you to look at me as a misogynical person. I
No,
said
I'm
it
not.
earlier.
No.
So women do this more. They do it more. Why? Because men, our needs are home and ourselves. What do you mean by ourselves? We like to meet friends, hang out, come back home. Naturally, every man is like that. And if you are not that way, there's something else you are doing with your money and then home. Women are not like that. Do you know that a man does not think of what he will wear? When he's wearing something, this thing is old though. I think I should change jeans. He goes and buys another one. Women don't think of clothes that way. They browse what is trending and they want to have it by all means. These things don't trip us as such.
Their gallery.
Do you understand? Yes. These things don't trip
Maybe
us.
wear it once or
And
twice,
because
and
of
that's
your
all.
decision to always be on top in that fashion game, you want to be a fashionista, chances are that you will manipulate big time. Can you remember the point you are going to make?
Yes.
You manipulate and be manipulated.
Because that is the truth. Manipulate and the person you are manipulating, when he finds out, he would want to give a revenge.
Of course.
Do you still remember your point?
Yes.
Okay.
You are
I
actually
do.
saying that what I said is not.
No, he said he remembers his point.
No. You know,
You see,
the
you
That's
got
why I
it.
wanted
You,
to
you accused
debate.
him
He's
falsely.
not accused. He said it. I heard him when he was saying it. That it's not like.
yes, I said that. I said that.
Okay.
I said
I know.
when the issue of like it has to be this comes in, it's not a manipulation. You are just taking a position. But
Prof!
but
Wait.
Bro!
Wait. It has to be this.
Professor!
It has to be chicken and not beef.
He's
Did you buy
making
the
his point.
chicken?
Please make your point. Let me use 2 mics. Make your point.
He said
Make your point, sir. Make your point, Prof. Please
I wish-
repeat that point.
I
again.
wish I'm sitting down.
Don't worry
far.
about where you are seated, Oga. I have 2 mics now. Make your point, sir.
I can just pull your own mic to my side.
Okay, let's see now.
you now?
Let's see. Do it.
Who is us?
You
So
know
I'm
why I
supposed
say on Christ the solid rock I stand.
to. We stand.
Jemima, do it. Let me see.
I should pull his
Yes,
mic
do it. Let
so
me
that
see.
he doesn't say
Do
what he
it.
doesn't
Try
say.
it. Try it. I am being dared on this show. Wow.
Yes, sir.
The ladies have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today's live on Equa Television. This is how far we can go on the show today. Our time is fast spent. We can't take the show anymore. Like you can see, these evil creatures
We are created based
that,
on
these creatures that have caused confusion from the day
From
of
the
Adam,
beginning.
they are trying to eat. See, they carried our mics and they rendered us micless live on the show.
Wait. I want someone to clarify this. When he said that when you are taking a stand, it's not manipulation. It's taking
no,
responsibility.
you talk about
He
this.
says,
I don't want to
beg
eat
you.
it.
It's a strong
I beseech you by
manipulation.
the mercies of Christ. Repeat that point that you made, please. I beseech you by the mercies of Christ. You have never said anything on today's life. In fact, since I met you in 1990s or 1989, since I knew you in this life, this is the best thing you have said. Say it again.
Wow.
Say it again, sir.
I said when your partner is saying it has to be this, is not manipulation. She's just taking a stand.
Even if the stand is wrong.
No, we are not here to debate
No,
this stand.
she's just taking a stand.
Let him
Whatever
expand,
stand. You see, what I'm trying to say, in playing
I wish you would
manipulation.
not say anything. in this show.
Okay.
So that you not go and
Explain it. You have to expatiate it.
don't go and spoil something for me. I beg you, in the name of Jesus.
One thing that I noticed,
Expatiate.
you know, women they are smart, and in their smartness, in
Foolishly.
Please increase your volume. on
no,
that.
women are smart.
Foolishly.
They are smart. They are very, very smart.
Yeah,
but in
we
their
are aware.
smartness, that's when you will see the magnitude of manipulation, like playing.
So in essence, they are not smart.
Nobody
Well,
said
well,
that.
nobody
No, use your mouth to proclaim it.
so
So you are not
you see,
smart as the man.
I've made my point, regarding that.
Exactly.
So you see, all this while, they are being calm. They are just trying to portray their point, calmly. At certain point, they are just taking stand to say, no, this is how they see women. At some point, now they are feeling, okay, the point is not really hitting the way it's supposed. So now aggression came in. Because they feel like the power of the manipulation is not working with the men on set. So they feel they should apply
On set,
attack.
Kuma.
They should apply
We are talking about manipulation wherever applicable.
wherever applicable. You understand? So we are representing the men all over the world. You
Wow.
understand? So in this point, now attack sets in. Because the best way to defend is to attack. The footballers will understand this very well with me. You understand? So what I'm trying to say here is that
You don't
any
have to say. You have made elaborate points.
You get to the time where you do the altar call yourself and you still bow.
so whatever you are doing, manipulation play a role when you see people being calm, like nothing is happening, and then something is
That
happening.
calmness is
That
manipulation.
that calmness is manipulation. While certain things and something is happening
The
under
Bible
the
says
carpet.
looks can be deceitful. Is that not manipulation?
You see,
But
you
the woman
see,
that, but say man buffer,
Yes.
the woman that fears the Lord, Proverbs, be praised. The woman, the beauty, this beauty, looks, is deceitful. But the woman that fears the Lord by respecting her husband, be praised.
Nobody's against that.
Okay.
Yes,
no,
the woman should-
you remember he mentioned something like beauty. How do you often, as women, try to make yourself look beautiful? Did he mention something like that?
Too beautiful. Hey, Solomon, I'm just enjoying your this beautiful man, beautiful. Here in Turechishima, he said beautiful. I got my time for that. Beautiful.
Oh, Christ
Manipulation is both ways, sir. We cannot say that manipulation is just found at home. Right now, we see pastors manipulating congregation using religious devices. A pastor tells you, you cannot come out of this problem until you sow the seed of, I already have a problem, sir. I already have a problem. The Bible never said that. You see, sir, that is a spiritual exercise. It's important for you to give. It's important for you to sow. But I don't think that, of course, there are times when you can exercise your faith revelationally. Revelationally, not by being cajoled. You can tell God, my child is going through this, but I'm going to drop this money as an offering in exchange. And you exercise your faith and it works. But not a man coming to tell you, if God has sent the person, believe me, I would accept. And
I
the
think
Bible
I
says
should
that
share my
our spirit will bear witness with the spirit of that person.
Yes.
Right? So pastors manipulate on the pulpit. Leaders manipulate their followers.
Yes, they do.
Politicians manipulate the people that elected them. Everybody, there's manipulation near every corner.
I think I should share my experience just last month about a pastor manipulating. I went up to the market and then I was just standing waiting for someone, and somebody came with an invite to come to their church and on Sunday, and I told him I won't be around. Okay, I said no, just go with the flyer, and he was insisting I take the flyer. I said I'm not collecting it because I will not attend. As personal principle, I know I won't be in town, traveling, so why would I collect the flyer and I know I will not attend? There's somebody out there that is probably available and will want to give it to the person. And then he left. He said it's on Sunday, like it's just between this time and this time. I said I will not be around. So he left and then he came back again and now said, but are you sure you are traveling? You will not be around. I said, Oga, I don't need to share my. So I was like, I don't need to share my personal information with you. But since you're insisting, I'm traveling. I won't be in town. That's why I told you I will not attend. And he said, okay. And he kept quiet. And he said, but are you sure you're traveling? And I said, yes, I'm traveling. And he now kept quiet and bent his head and now said, okay, there's a reason why I'm asking you. And I said, okay. And he said, it's because I saw accidents. Don't go for that journey. Guess which journey? Worship the King. Don't go for that journey because I see accidents. I said, okay. And he said, oh, change the dates for the journey.
I didn't give you my number.
So that I can go to their event.
I just said, okay. And I said, okay. And he was about to go, but he was thinking I would like maybe call him back, pray for me, or you know how that you tell you have to be in church, also all those tricks. And he kept quiet. I said, thank you very much. I said, you know the good news about this is that God revealed to redeem. I'm redeemed. I'm traveling and I'll come back safe and sound. Thank you. You can pray along as well. And he just left. Like, why do you have to? Like, people use psychology on people, and a lot of people are falling victim. You know, so there are people that out of ignorance, they're like, hey, they said a lot of families now no longer talk together, family members, because somebody out there say, hey, this person, somebody is killing you in your family, your uncle is evil, this person is, people no longer eat together, people are living in fear. A lot of people are falling victims of all of that. And the moment you go on Sunday, they tell you that you have to be in church on Monday. If you don't come, your leg will bend or so, you lose this. And they keep manipulating. The next thing you hear is that, oh, your salary for this month, you have to give everything. If not, God is waiting on you to do. Like, people are manipulating. That's why earlier on too I said that it's everywhere today. People are manipulating. Why? Because they want to have control over you. They want you to walk by what they say, to live in accordance to what they want you to. And that's why people go ahead to manipulate people. And you see, the Bible admonishes us to live as the wise. In this day and age, you can't be foolish. You can't afford to be foolish. It's at your detriment. Even as in your relationship, you can't be that foolish. Yesterday I shared a story of a lady that had 2 abortions because the guy was telling her that if I want to travel out with you, but I can't go.
Her child, right?
Yes. I can't go with you with a baby.
I wish I didn't hear that story. It haunted me after the show. Honestly, I thought for a long period of time. I sat somewhere. I was just waiting. I didn't know when the woman came to tell me, Oga is calling you in. I went to somebody's office, said, Oga, it's your turn. I was just looking. I said, Oga, what are you thinking? I said, sorry, my children are at home and I've missed them. And but when I entered, the man asked me, he said, Tony, are you okay? I now told him, I said, this was a story I heard. He now said, things are happening. A friend of mine went to a church. I think I said it even on today's life. The pastor looked at him and said, I see accident. The first time he went to that church, he said, I see accident. He stood up in the church. He said, it's not me. Yes. He said, sir, I'm not the one. He said, I see you having accident. He said, no, sir. You don't see me. You see somebody else. It's not me. And that was his first time in the church. So I think they called the first timers to the front or so, and he came, and his friend invited him. He said, sir, it's not me. He said, sir, I am telling you that I see you. He said, I am also telling you that it is not me. See, the Christian is the most humble person, yet the most stubborn person. I have always said that. You are humble to the word of God. You are humble to his will. You are humble to his ways. You are stubborn to circumstances. You are stubborn to situations. You are stubborn to anything negative. That's how a Christian is. Even if God truly told the pastor that he is having an accident, he cancelled it.
Yes.
He cancelled it. There was a time something happened to me. I had a set of suits up and down. It was my best. That time, it was this 4-button suit that was raining. I had a check one. I bought that suit 12,000 naira. I think in 2001 or so. I coughed out 12,000 and bought that suit. So something told me, take the most priceless, okay, the priciest possession of yours and go and sow it. So I was wondering to where. I didn't have anybody that I feel I could give this suit, because even my body size was not really. So I took the suit and dropped it on the altar during offering. Instead of money, I dropped the suit. And the pastor told his wife in the morning before service, he said that he has been thinking of Brother Tony, and he prayed for him. But he kept hearing a voice that kept telling him he paid it. He paid it. He paid it. So he told his wife in the morning that he kept hearing a voice. And when I came to church, I dropped the suit. He was there. He stood up during offering. He said, what happened? And he didn't talk to me. We had a concert that day at St. Louis in Jos. So I had an up and down suit. Just from nowhere, I took a bike. From nowhere. I had shades, and it has a case very thick. From nowhere, something just told me, I was stopping the bike man. Something just say I should stick it into my, no, not my pocket. Like I should stick, you know how they stick guns inside the waist, on the waist with the belt like that. Something said I should stick it in there. I was like, what is this now? So that people think I have a gun or what? I stopped the bike. I told the guy where I was going. He said he was not going. Something said, do that. I stopped the second bike. The guy said he was not going. In just then, they were using ladies' machine. So I just did what I did. Do you know what? The first guy that left, I saw him coming back, and I stopped him. No, you know the way they used to do, and then they asked you are going. I said, yes, he came. And then I told him where I was going. He said, how much? We got to a bridge, a bend. We had an accident. My suit tore like this. The trouser tore here. Very thick material. And then that thing protected my skin. But I had a cut. I think I had a bruise on my hand. And I had a slight bruise here. But I went for the concert, however. I played. Then my body temperature started going up. Then I took another bike home. No. My car was with my friend. So I collected the car after the concert. Before the concert ended. Then I went home. I told my sister this was what happened and all of that. So she came. She treated me, and she's a nurse. She treated me, and that was it. So on Wednesday when I went to church, he now saw this some cotton wool stuck on my hand, you know, and all that. So he said, "What happened, bro, Tony?" So I told him, I said I had an accident on Sunday. So he now said, Sister Julie, he called his PA. He said, call Deaconess for me, his wife. So when she came, he said, what did I tell you Sunday morning when we woke up? He said about him. He now said, oh, you said he paid it. Now, you see something, but I'm just trying to give you this picture so that it will fall in line with what you said. If it were a pastor that needed something from me, at that point when he heard that, he would have called my attention to say, this is what has happened, and you need to sow this seed. Do you know what? I wouldn't have believed him. I wouldn't have believed him. But I might have gone ahead to sow the thing out of unbelief or disbelief. But then at the end, this thing will not work for me because I don't believe, but I sowed. You see, some people see truly and they use it to make money. Some people don't see. You see, yes, they still use it to make money. And some people that will see, they prefer to pray for you without you knowing. Then they tell you later. Go to Abuja today and see. Yesterday they were telling me that a vulcanizer is now a prophet. My in-law told me that he once pumped his tire, that now the guy has one of the biggest churches. He went and collected all these things that they give people. And then you speak this. You can just guess what happened to somebody yesterday and today, and you say, hey, it's me. Who are you in this body? Come on. All these things. All these things. If you have the Spirit of God, nobody can manipulate you, because before they start, you would have known. The Bible says it's good. God knows the end of a matter from the beginning. And if you have the Spirit to discern, you will also know it. You will also know it.
True.
Some of us, sometimes, I know our time is up, but you know what? Some of us, sometimes, we hear the voice of God and we rebuke it. When the devil speaks, we embrace it.
I think that is also important because we're looking at the season of Christmas. The spirit of discernment is really important. It will help you fight even manipulative spirits when they come, be it your partner or whoever it is. Christmas is a moment where we remember the birth of our Lord and King Jesus Christ. Yes, it's good that you carry it on your head because it is the birth of your Savior. But do not forget that the Bible admonishes us to be contented with what we have. You don't need to go all out trying to manipulate people to get what you have to get. So let's just be contented with what we have. Let's know that it is about the birth of Jesus Christ, our Savior, and let's ensure that our relationship with Him is strengthened.
Manipulation is a sin, and you cannot use what is evil to show true love.
True. True. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this. It was
You can't
really
use what is
a
evil.
great.
You can't use what is evil to show true love.
It was an exciting discussion. Thank you, Engineer Tony Jenakali. Thank you, Joyce Jakada. And thank you, Suleiman Sambo. Thank you, our viewers, for this. I hope you enjoyed and you learned a lot from this topic. Indeed, manipulation is everywhere. And you need the spirit of discernment to be able to help yourself. You can't just be swayed away by anything that comes your way. Thank you so much. And do not manipulate anyone out there. And don't get manipulated as well. Have a great day ahead. Bye.